Hello students, and welcome to our series of lectures on Java programming language. So after discussing the essence of the different types of operators in Java, let us now work on few other more programs to solve before we go on to other concepts in Java. Now moving ahead, let us now understand the concept of operator precedence. This is again a very important concept that one needs to understand when you are writing expression that may contain multiple operators. So whenever you write an expression in which you are using more than one operators, then it is very important for one to understand that which operator would be executed first followed by the others. Or in other words, I can say that in which sequence would the operators be executed. Let's consider two examples. Now I've given the first statement as A multiplied by B plus C. Considering the rules of BODMAS, which we have studied in school, the statement A into B will be executed first because multiplication and division have a higher precedence or a higher priority as compared to the addition and the subtraction operation. So one would first get the value of A multiplied by B, and whatever is the result would be added to C to get the final answer. On the other hand, if this same statement is written with the use of parenthesis or brackets, then once again, as per the rules of BODMAS, BODMAS stands for bracket of addition, bracket of multiplication, division, addition and subtraction. So according to the rules of BODMAS, the addition of B and C will take place first. That is, whatever expression we have written in the parenthesis, that expression will be evaluated first and the resultant value would be multiplied with A. So just by the use of parenthesis, the result would change. That is the reason it is very important for one to understand in which order these operators are executed so as to write better programs. Now here on the screen we see the operator precedence. So first in precedence comes the unary operators, increment and decrement. So whenever any particular statement uses these operators, increment, decrement, that will be evaluated first. Then we have multiplication, division and modulus, followed by addition and subtraction. Then we have the relational operators, equality operator, equal to, not equal to, logical and logical or, ternary operator, and finally the assignment operators. So this is the order of precedence in which the operators are evaluated in a given expression. Let us move on ahead and understand another very important concept in Java or in any other programming language as well, and that is comments. Now what do you mean by comments? Comments are nothing but certain descriptive statements which are written in a program for better understanding. Now this understanding could be for the reader who is going to read your program, or maybe for the programmer himself if he wants to refer to the program at a later date. Sometimes when huge softwares are designed, at a particular moment the logic that we have written, that may not be remembered when we look at it again after some time. So a better option is to write down some description of that logic at the instance when you are creating it, so that when you read it next time you will be able to recollect what exactly you had done. Now the best part about these comments are that comments are ignored by the compiler when a program is executed. So during compiler execution of your program, whatever you have written inside the comments would just be ignored, would not be considered for execution at all. So one can write the description in any way one wants in the comments section. Now there are two types of comments which exist in a programming language. One is single line comments and the other one is multi-line comments. A single line comment is preceded by a double slash. A multi-line comment is preceded by a slash and a star, and when you end it, you have to put a star and a slash. So at the time of precedence, you put a slash and a star. When the comment ends, you put a star and a slash. So as the name suggests, single line comments can only be written on a single line, whereas multi-line comments could be extended over multiple lines. Keeping these two concepts in mind, let us now solve two more programs. The first one is where you have to convert 8 hours into minutes. Be very clear, audience, till now we have not touched upon the topic of accepting values from the user. That is the reason in all these programs we are taking our own values. In the subsequent lectures, we will be learning how to accept values first using command line arguments and then later on by using other techniques. As compared to other programming languages, accepting values from the user in Java is slightly tricky. The second program is where you have to convert 2400 meters to kilometers and meters. So let us have a look as to how will we solve these programs. Let's open Notepad, and of course we would be needing our command prompt. In command prompt, let us go to our folder first of all. So cd, that is change directory, and we would be pasting our path. Secondly, we will also be doing set path to the jdk bin directory where our compiler lies. JDK 1.6. This JDK software, as I told you even before, is easily available. You can download it from the internet and you can use it. Just to check if the set part has been done, just type Java C. If you get this, that means your set path has been successful. So now let us write the first program where you need to convert 8 hours into minutes. How do we do this? Once again, we will start with class. Let's give the class name as hours to minutes. Within the class, we would be using our void main function with the syntax public static void main and your string array. Up till now, we have also not seen how to create an object. Once the users have a clear understanding of basic concepts, then we will move ahead with the concept of introducing functions, properties in a class along with object creation. So in void main, first of all, I would need a variable to store the number of hours. Let's keep it as an integer variable and initialize it to the value 8. Minutes is what we need to calculate. Now we know that 1 hour equals 60 minutes. So 8 hours would be 480 minutes. How did we get that? We simply multiplied 8 by 60. 1 hour 60 minutes. 8 hours is 8 multiplied by 60, which is 480 minutes. So you can write over here itself, minutes will be equal to hours multiplied by 60. Using system.out.println, we will print the answer. Minutes are, and append the value of minutes. Let's save this program by the name of hours to minutes.java. Change this to all files. Save. Let's compile it. So we write javac and the name of the notepad file, that is hours to minutes.java. To execute, we'll write java hours to minutes. We missed the space. So here we have the minutes are 480. Likewise, let's do the next program where we have to do the opposite. We have to convert meters to kilometers, not kilometers to meters. So I have a class meters to kilometers. Once again, public static void main. The string array. Initialize a variable to store the meters. Now if I have to convert meters to kilometers, I know that 1000 meters makes 1 kilometer. So 2000 meters would make 2 kilometers. How did I get it? Meters divided by 1000 would give you the number of kilometers. As for the remainder meters, the name itself suggests remainder. For remainder, we had used the operator called as modulus. So meters, when I divide by 1000, the remainder would be the remaining meters. So let's print it. So kilometers would be so and so, and meters would be the remaining value. Let's save this as well by the name of meters to kilometers.java. Let's compile. So javac meters to kilometers.java. We have already declared meters, so can't repeat. And let's execute it. Meters to kilometers. So we get the answer as 2 kilometers and remaining balance 400 meters. So hope the viewers understood both these questions. A question for the experts: is Java pass by reference or pass by value? If you know the answers, email them to farida.musaddi@gmail.com. Thank you.